Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
We have already started here. Chelsea have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head.
Mbappe! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Cucurella. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach.
He's having a shot!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Now it's João Pedro. Eder Militao.
Oh no, this does not look good. Big chance. He's having a go. Goal! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
After 14 minutes is number 20, João Pedro.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Throw in. Alexander-Arnold.
Deep cross.
And that is expertly dealt with. Rudiger. Now Eder Militao. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And it's Palmer. Rudiger cuts it out. That's a cute ball. Cucurella. Palmer. Played back into the centre. Caicedo. Great vision. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's made its way to...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, just wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Alexander-Arnold. There's the crossfield ball.
Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Oh, important interception.
Lavia. And it's Palmer. João Pedro. No, that's been intercepted. It's a searching pass.
Oh, super ball.
Camavinga takes control of it and he's on the move. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Searching pass he's played there. Mbappe
Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neatly clipped into space. Sanchez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. He's had it taken off him.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's Camavinga. 5 minutes till the break. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Oh, well played.
Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Chooses to go back.
Can he finish?
He's missed, but not by that far. Cucurella.
There will be
For
1
Pedro
minute
Neto.
added time.
Palmer. This looks promising. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's a really well-measured ball. An instinctive delivery. Now it's Pedro. Probing pass. Lavia. Pedro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That looks a good ball through. Oh, there's the shot! It's hit the upright. Out of play for a throw. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Rodrigo. Valverde. Madrid still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Pedro Neto. Nicely spread. Great defending, strong and determined. Rudiger. Rodrigo. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's cause for mild irritation.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And a chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Chelsea choosing to make the first change.
Coming on to replace him is number 49.
Stood up well to him there. Looking to play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's through and all along, shoots! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Camavinga. Played out to the right. That has not gone well. Can he get it through? Lavia. Looking for the run. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And he's cut it out. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. João Pedro given the lift of his goal. Now it's Garnacho.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Caicedo. Well, that's well seen too. Nice looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Lobbed in behind.
Vinicius Junior.
It's a pretty loose pass. Madrid must do something here and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Brilliantly cut out. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Valverde. And it's Camavinga. Now Mendy. Bellingham. For Valverde. Pinches it off him. Caicedo. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Colwill. Garnacho. Now it's Palmer.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Valverde looking for a runner.
Good ball over the top.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that is as far as it goes. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Just a quick announcement and an exciting
How
one
would you
too.
summarise
We're
what we've
about to
seen
announce
today then,
today's
Jim?
lottery numbers.
That's a
Please
fairly
watch the screen if you
demoralising
have a
loss.
ticket.
They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
And he's being shifted off it.
Rodrigo. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this fella, Reece James, is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward as backwards. But in his case, I suppose, it's all in the genes too, coming from such a strong footballing family.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Camavinga, played into space. Well, the chip pass.
Shapes to shoot! They've scored!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Number 10, Mbappe.
So, a breakthrough already.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0. First quarter of an hour gone.
Colwill. He's picked his way through.
Rodrigo!
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Courtois.
That's Rudiger. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Rodrigo.
It's a good-looking delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. João Pedro. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength. And it's Palmer. He has found the way through. Hoisted in. And that is expertly dealt with.
Very nearly half an hour gone here.
He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a searching pass.
Pedro Neto.
For Palmer. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Vinicius Junior.
Neatly clipped into space.
There's the shot!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mendy goes for goal!
just off target.
Mendy usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
James. Lavia. And it's Caicedo. Mbappe proves too strong. Lavia.
Valverde.
Nicely shaped ball.
Mbappe.
That's a cute ball.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
And it's Bellingham. Stood up well to him there.
Bellingham. Valverde.
There will be 1 minute added time.
This possibly the last play of the half. And he lines up a cross. Here comes another cross. Brilliantly cut out. And there's the end of the first half.
Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Madrid leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Eder Militao. Rudiger. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Rudiger. Now Eder Militao. Mendy. It's Vinicius Junior.
Foot in.
James herring after the ball here. Eder Militao. And it's Rudiger. A probing pass. Cucurella for Pedro Neto. Palmer. And Lavia. Camavinga producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Tries a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Cucurella.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
He is through here.
And it's Cucurella. And it's Palmer. And Rodrigo. Rudiger defending.
Oh, what a mistake!
Cucurella. Caicedo. Lavia. Now James.
Chelsea have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. They've played it short.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short.
It's a promising position. Crossed in again. Keeper's dealt with that. Aimed beyond the defence.
It's out for a goal kick.
Alexander-Arnold. Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. James. And it's Caicedo. Cucurella.
In with the challenge.
Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. Caicedo.
Time and again they are repelled.
And he's intervened well there. Caicedo.
Caicedo does well to get it back.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Searching pass he's played there.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Rodrigo. Looking for the run. Rodrigo in acres of space out wide.
Oh no, this does not... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Substitution on the field. Number 41.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20,
Cucurella.
Number 7, Pedro
Palmer.
Neto. Coming on the
Driving
field,
on and making good progress.
Number 49,
Eder Militao kept his eye on it,
Number 9,
and he's there.
Number 27.
Leading by 2
Substitutions
and the
taking
finishing
place.
line in sight. And he's found a way past.
Corner number 3 coming up.
James goes short. An instinctive delivery.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Mbappe, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Lavia gets a foot in here. Garnacho. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Colwell. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he cuts out the supply.
2 added minutes has been
Palmer.
indicated.
Liam to Lat. That is a great pick out. No way through. Forward it goes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Madrid are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Yamal. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Balde.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Ter Stegen.
And Kubasi. Araujo. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Valverde. Rodrigo. And it's Mendy. That's Rudiger. Eder Militao. And it's Mendy. Bellingham. It's a searching pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Balde.
It's Pedri. And it's Casado. It's a really well-measured ball. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's played in. Camavinga. Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Played into space. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And claimed it back. Good effort from distance. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mbappe, out to the right. Played in. And that is expertly dealt with. Camavinga! That was superb goalkeeping.
Camavinga is offering a right smile there.
Madrid have their second corner now. And it's Mendy. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rashford. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to pass it through. That's good vision. That's the keeper's ball. Koundé. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And Kubasi. Balde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for a runner. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Araujo. Casado. And Jamal. In with the challenge. Can he get it through? No luck with that dink over the top. Koundé. And it's Casado.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nicely weighted ball. Chance for a shot! And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again then. So neither side has yet broken through. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. It's out for a goal kick. Pedri. Araujo. Ball played for Rashford. And they're quick to get it back. Rodrigo. Bellingham. Nicely shaped ball. Rodrigo. He slings it in.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Can he finish? Fantastic save, Ter Stegen. Corner number 3 coming up. Valverde. He's in a great position here. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Vinicius Junior. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Balde. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Vinicius Junior. It's Bellingham. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Turns back here, probably the best option. Casado. Ferran Torres. Now it's Lewandowski. Ferran Torres. Alexander-Arnold. Now Mendy. Eder Militao. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's Rudiger. Camavinga. Valverde. And it's Mendy. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Pedri. For Rashford. Ferran Torres. He was under real pressure there.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Madrid really will have to throw everything at this now. Can he latch on to this? And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Mbappe.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 14.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Pedri looks to the other side. And it's Koundé. And Koundé. And he's gone searching crossfield. Now, can they get him away?
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
That has not gone well. Koundé. That's that, the end. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Cross in.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Saka did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Zubimendi. It's Saka. Odegaard.
Out of play for a throw. Valverde. Havertz. Vinicius Junior. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
Now Eder Militao. And it's Rudiger. Eder Militao.
Vinicius Junior.
Tries to play it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence...
Takes a shot!
Well, now...
And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he's done it! The breakthrough strike!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Eder Militao.
Madrid are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good.
And Alexander-Arnold. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Stood up well to him there. Searching pass he's played there. Raya claims comfortable.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Mbappe! And he hits the net.
And they're at it again in double quick time. An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely
Big chance!
That's a lovely, neat pass. That has ended up in no man's land.
And here's Mbappe. Zubimendi. Havertz. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's a searching pass.
Timber. It's Saka. Ødegaard. Saka has given away a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
And it's Camavinga. Eder Militao. And here's Vinicius Junior. Played in deep. Ødegaard. Saka. Ødegaard. Gabriel. It's Saka. That's been cut out, well played. That was good alertness. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Saka, delivered with swing. Oh, Red, nice interception. Eze, he's got away. Eze's cross. Chooses to go back. And it's Rice. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there.
Ødegaard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's fabulous.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rudiger, gently done. Mbappe is onto it in a flash.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Just eases him off the ball. And there's the end of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Madrid are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8, Ødegaard. Number 10, Eze. Coming on the field, number 14, Eucharist. Number 11.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Rudiger. Eder Militao. Now Mendy. Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Valverde looking for a runner. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Martinelli. And Gabriel. Timber. And it's Rice. Saliba. Zubimendi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Saliba. Eder Militao. Nice looking ball. Toss somewhat off target. Played into space. Saliba calmly anticipates. Valverde opts for safety. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Eder Militao. A probing pass. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Calafiori. And Gabriel.
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
they've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That's good vision. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rudiger, Eder Militao, and it's Mendy for Valverde. Driving on and making good progress. Bellingham. Foot in. Zubimendi going full tilt down the left. Martinelli. He's gone for goal! And he's following up! That is decidedly lacking.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Valverde, distributed tidily. Turns back here, probably the best option. Saka goes steaming forward. 75 minutes played. Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's had it taken off him. Havertz. Vinicius Junior. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now that looks a decent ball. Valverde. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field is
Mendy.
number 9, Gabriel Jesus.
Madrid can consider themselves just about safe now. And he's forced to go back. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Now Mendy. And it's Garcia. And it's Mendy. That's Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now Mendy. And it's Garcia. Looking to play him in. Fran Garcia in acres of space out wide. Saka.
There will be 1 minute at
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
And quick announcement now.
Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Madrid have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just...
And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger.
He's tried one! And for a moment, time stood still. Eder Militao. Swings it across. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? It's hit the upright. Alexander-Arnold. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Rodrigo. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's got his cross in. Madrid have it back and can go again. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. So we're still where we started right now. Valverde. And it's Camavinga. Oh, it's come loose. Madrid with the corner, there first. Valverde applies the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Mendy. Mendy. Alexander-Arnold, out towards the flank. Can he get it through? Chouameni, pass somewhat off target. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior, and he's had it nicked away. Rodrigo. That'll be a throw-in. Eder Militao. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Valverde. And it's Valverde. He's having a go! It's anyone's ball now. Bellingham. Valverde has a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And the keeper's got it again. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Now Eder Militao. Mendy. Now Eder Militao. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. And it's Valverde. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Corner number 2 then. Madrid are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. Mbappe. Bellingham. He's free, he has got space. Shapes to shoot! Bellingham. Quality ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, your views on the first half?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Rudiger. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Rodrigo. That'll be a throw. Madrid deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. And that's put paid to a promising move. Camavinga. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Nicked it back promptly. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Crossed in one, terrific header! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Rodrigo, just about up to the hour now. That is... And he's had a hit! Just swings wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Mendy. Camavinga. It's Bellingham. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. And it's Mendy. Bellingham. For Valverde. Rodrigo. And he whips it across. Eder Militao. And it's Mendy. It's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish?
Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Rodrigo. Now it's Bellingham. Gets a good foot in there. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. That's a cute ball. Bellingham. Rodrigo. It's Vinicius Junior.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Bellingham. Tries to play it through.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. This is it then, now or never. Bellingham. Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
And here's him. He's gone for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. That has been cut short.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 11 serán sustituidos por el
Bellingham.
dorsal 9, el dorsal 21. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Eder Militao. Fran Garcia. Chips it
Habrá
through.
un minuto de
Oh, red.
descuento.
Nice interception. Chouameni. Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
And there goes the final whistle.
So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's under a lot of pressure there.
Tries to pass it through.
Pedro Neto.
Good ball, good take. Here it is, crossed in. Pinches it off him.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I really like the look of this fella, João Pedro, Peter. He has a lovely brand of flair, skillful, quick, composed, always looking to exploit spaces in and around the box. I expect to see him getting heavily involved with his side's attacking play here.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Sends it crossfield.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Tries to play it through. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. Rodrigo.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams.
Rodrigo might just make this. Adrabayo.
Quarter of an hour played.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Vinicius Junior.
Lavia wins the duel this time.
Mendy. It's Vinicius Junior. Some good work on the right flank here.
Camavinga. And it's Valverde. Rudiger. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Mendy. Valverde.
Palmer.
Pedro Neto. Out of play for a throw. Played into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Now it's Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Ambitious ball here. And he was quick to react. Garnacho. And it's Lavia. Played towards the other side. And Cucurella.
Valverde producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Colwell. And it's Cucurella.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Valverde.
And it's Valverde.
He's gone for goal. The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Caicedo making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pedro Neto knocks it out wide. Now it's Garnacho. Cross needs to be good. That is a brilliant interception. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And it's Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Joao Pedro. And it's Palmer. Caicedo. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. And Cucurella. Lavia. James. That's a little off target. That's a throw. Eder Militao. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And he's forced to go back. Now Eder Militao. And it's Mendy. And he skips past his man.
Joao Pedro really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
James. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Cucurella. Caicedo. For Pedro Neto. And it's Palmer. Now it's Joao Pedro. Not the most accurate pass. Caicedo.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Driving forward. And he was alert to it. Lavia. Garnacho. Now that's well seen too. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's good running with the ball. And that has left him in a heap. Great defending, strong and determined. Garnacho. Showing great feet there.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Played down the flank. That has not gone well. Pedro Neto. And it's Palmer. And it's Caicedo. Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he has been fouled there.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Substitution on the field. Number 49.
So, time for changes
Garnacho.
on both sides, actually.
Number 10, Palmer. Number 20, João Pedro. Number 7, Pedro Neto. Coming on the field, number 41.
Corner
Esteban.
number 2 then.
Number 8, Fernandez. Number 9, number 30, Modric.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Oh, important interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cucurella. James. Chelsea really will have to throw everything at this now. Nicely spread. And it's Fernandez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Added time.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Just eases him off the ball. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely
I'm afraid
outcome,
to tell
but we've
you
had
that
a
we're
good
expecting
variety in this
traffic to be
game,
heavy after
despite
the
it
final
being
whistle today.
anticlimactic.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.